welcome back to another Comic Show video. And today I'm doing a big review for the Mighty Morphing Power Rangers Once and Always. So I've officially watched the movie, and I gotta say, I'm a big Power Rangers fan. I've been watching the show since I was a kid, and during COVID, I was able to watch all the Mighty Morphing Power Rangers episodes and all the other Power Rangers shows over that time period, and I'm all now caught up with every Ranger show out there, and now I'm super happy. But before I continue on, if you guys just new to the Comic Book Show, don't know exactly what I normally do, for all you new people that just hopping in, don't know what exactly I do, I just do reviews for Disney Plus, Netflix, when I go see movies in theaters. Sometimes to do trailer reactions, unboxing videos, gaming videos, and theater videos, which I've done in those a little while. But for all you returning subscribers, you know, guys, that's exactly what I do. But either way, guys, that's what I kind of do on my Shake Night on the Comic Show. And like I said, I just literally finished the movie for my Morphin Power Rangers, and I actually absolutely loved it. So there was quite a bit of action. There was some good fight scenes. We got to see some returning actors who portrayed, Billy Cranston, David Yachts, and Walter E. Jones. They returned for his iconic role as Zack, the Black Ranger, and it was pretty cool to see all those returning characters. Although we never got to see, Jason and the original Yellow Ranger who betrayed Trini. Because a long time ago, she actually died in a car crash in the 1990s, but they were able to somehow bring her back in some kind of way to actually have Rita kill her. And yeah, so it was kind of interesting how they did it, but it kind of explains why. But either way, guys, the entire movie was kind of interesting how, Rita Repulsa became back as a robot. It was caused by Billy. Billy was trying to bring back Zordon for the morphing grid after Zordon decided to explode itself with Zordon particles to destroy every evil aura in the galaxy, wiping out Lord Zed, wiping out Rita Repulsa, so they became humans. And I remember that because when I watched the last episode for the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, was it that one or was it in space? Was it in space or was it? I think it was in space. Yes, I think it was in space. He basically exploded himself, or was it that one? Or was it Turbo? No, Turbo was after, and then in space. Yeah, so it was basically in space. Yeah, because Turbo was after, and then it was in space. So then in Space One, it was basically like the final frontier as the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and basically it was the time period where Zordon was like wiping out all the enemies, and everyone became humans, and yada yada, and all that was all the same. And then during the process, Billy decided to try to bring him back, but during the process, she actually brought back the evil particles of Rita Repulsa. It latched onto Alpha, and it turned Alpha into a robotic evil Rita Repulsa. So she was able to go back to her lunar freaking castle. She was able to bring back some of her army of putties. She brought back 2 original enemies from the past. Some lizard guy and some Minotaur looking dude, and she was able to capture a whole bunch of Rangers from the galaxy or different dimensions or to power up her machine so she can go back to her younger self and warn herself, like her younger self, to destroy or kill the Rangers that become the Rangers back then, so they weren't able to become Rangers. So that was basically her entire plan for the entire film, was basically tell her younger self to destroy these kind of teenagers before they become Rangers, so she can stop the timeline of, I guess, all the Rangers being Rangers or something. I don't know, but what the entire complain or how it worked for the timeline of all the Rangers shows. But either way, it was really cool how they did it, and it was awesome with the fight scenes. It was all about how they lost Trini, and it was all about her daughter Ming. So Ming was trying to take revenge and trying to kill Rita Repulsa as revenge for taking her mother away. But Billy and Zach were trying to tell her it's not the revenge way to take back what Rita did to your mom. So during near the end, she realized that she wanted to protect her friends, as family, meaning as Billy and Zach. So she was able. Ming was actually did what Trini did back then. How she intercepted Rita's attack by protecting Billy and actually hit the morpher, and she was actually able to convince her. She was able to convince that it's not about revenge, but it's all about protecting the family of the ones that you love the most. And Billy and Zach were taking care of her as guardians. So they're kind of basically their parents. Well, mostly Zach, because Zach basically became Ming's guardian. So when she realized, okay, so I'm gonna protect Billy, and then once that happens, the yellow morpher started glowing, and now she was embedded with all the memories for mom back then, with all the other old rangers like taking care of her, looking after her, and all the fights they had, and then she was able to see all the memories of everything. And then Billy decides, "Do you want to say the words?" So they walk up and says, "It's morphin' time." It was freaking awesome. I really liked everything that was happening in the movie, and I really liked how they brought back the Zords to morph into the Megazord to fight that lizard dude. I thought that was kind of cool too, and I was like, oh my god, such the big 90s nostalgia of having all this back on the big screen. And having to see like the thing that you used to watch when you were a kid back in the 90s, and now they made a movie and they bring back all the iconic suits and weapons and the Zords. It was just freaking amazing. And when Rita was gathering a whole bunch of Rangers, I noticed that some of the Rangers are from in space, uh, Dino Thunder, Dino Charge, and a few other Rangers. I noticed that she had a rack on her little machine, so I noticed a whole bunch of like references from the other TV shows. I thought that was kind of cool. And yeah, so either way, I know Amy Jo Johnson, who the original person who portrayed the Pink Ranger in Mighty Morphing Power Rangers. She did get asked to come back, but she stated she didn't want to, she didn't really want to come back and do, because she has some. I mean, she had her moments back then when she actually really enjoyed doing the show, but she just didn't she didn't want to come back and do those crazy stunts that she used to, because she's all grown up. She's a mother. She has kids, and I get that she doesn't want to do it. So that's why they asked the girl that portrayed the Pink Ranger in, I think it's in space. I believe. Yes. No. Yes. No. Wait. Yeah. No. Turbo. Either which show. It's that one chick with the that became a villain, and then she became the Pink Ranger. Her. So yeah. But yeah, either way, it was good. I really liked the movie. I think for the rating for this movie, I think I'm just gonna give it a spot on 4.8 out of 5. I thought it was just absolutely amazing. I thought it was a great movie, a great way to bring back an original show into a movie. And I heard speculative rumors that they're trying to do a new show for Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Once and Always. I'm not sure if it's a confirmed thing yet, but some of the cast did say that they do want to come back and do a short show series. Like, I don't know, like how many episodes in particularly. Maybe for me to say, maybe either 10 or maybe 20 episodes. I mean, that might be a short little short little series for the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Once and Always. I don't know if that's gonna be the exact title for their project, but I've been hearing that they're planning to bring back the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers as a series again, and I think that'd be kind of cool if they do. I mean, it would be awesome. I know they are making a Power Rangers Cosmic Fury from Dino Fury from the show, And Amelia, who portrayed the Pink Ranger in that show, is actually gonna be the Red Ranger, which is kind of interesting. So our first female Red Ranger, yeah, that's kind of cool. So, whew, I actually like how they're come up in the uh, basically come up with better ideas with all the new Power Ranger shows they're coming up these days. I mean, I'm don't get me wrong. A couple years ago, I actually had a dream about myself creating a Power Ranger show, but I don't want to mention the idea. But it has some little things dealing with Atlantis. So I mean, they could probably do it, but I have a big idea for it for myself because I had a dream for it, and I know they haven't done it yet with something with Atlantis, and they could definitely do it with the morphing grid. So if Hasbro or whoever is watching this, if you guys want me to pitch you guys the idea, I would definitely give it to you guys, but with some circumstances though. That if I get paid for it because of the idea, I had a dream of it. So just pitching it. Don't want to say the actual title because I don't want to have Hasbro oh, well, you pitched the idea, but you're not giving us the title of the show or the characters on the main plot or the enemies for it. So we're gonna have you come along with us, so you can help us with the show because you're the one. Because a lot of people out there normally tend to steal ideas from people to use that to get more revenue and money out of it. Just like back in the '90s, how the Founder movie was, how the person from the McDonald's guy that Joe Kroc was actually stole the company from the McDonald brothers and actually took the company from them. So I know a lot of people like that are still doing that to this day, to right now. But I don't think Hasbro's actually going to take my idea because I haven't really said a lot about it. But I did had a dream about it, and I thought it'd be kind of cool if they could do something like that because they could definitely do it. So that's all I gotta say. But anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video of the Comic Show. Probably, I don't know, next weekend, maybe. There's not been a lot of interesting shows or movies coming out recently, so there hasn't been really a lot of hype going on. But during this week, we are getting the second season for Star Wars Visions coming on May 4th. So I'm definitely doing a big review for that once it comes out on Disney Plus. So stay tuned for that future video, guys. So that's all I gotta say. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, I kind of liked how they did the tribute at the very end of the movie of Jason David Frank and the actress who portrayed Trini back in the 90s. How like I said, how she died in a car crash. And Jason David Frank was actually one of my favorite Rangers of all time. He portrayed the Green Ranger, the Red Ranger in Turbo, and then he did the same thing in Space, kind of. And then he'll always be the White Ranger. I've always liked him as he was absolutely one of my favorite Rangers. And they kind of mentioned his name and Trini's name a couple of times throughout the movie. And I would have loved to meet him at a Comic-Con, but ever since he passed away not even a year ago. No, not really a year ago, but it's just it's a sad thing to look up to a man that that truly loves his fans, and they did a big tribute for him, and I thought that was just truly amazing. I mean, that's all I gotta say, but I thought that was kind of cool that they did that, and also it said right on the bottom, once a Ranger is always a Ranger. So yeah, he'll always be a Ranger in our hearts, and rest in peace, dude. We all love you, and you will always be our White Ranger. Hooah!